Good afternoon and welcome to your Turbo Tortoise Top 10, where I, your boy Wookie of the XXL variety, go through the Evetech specials on the store so you don't have to. Starting off with an honorable mention, the HP certified accessories part list has landed at Evetech. So if you are an HP fan, then they actually have a myriad of different devices and stuff, adapters, audio products. Something that caught my eye was like this little soundbar, which is on special for 349 Rand, which is pretty cool. It's USB powered and stuff, so it could make quite a nice little addition for watching movies or something like that, and as an on-the-go product, because it's not very big. It looks like it's about so big and stuff, but I mean, there's, like I said, a myriad of products, masks and hubs and headsets and all kinds of things, and the price points are actually pretty damn reasonable. Especially RAM is one thing that I picked up here. 3200 megahertz 8 gig DIMM for $699. That's like $1,300 to get fully kitted, or $1,400 to get fully kitted out. 16 gigs of good memory, nicely priced SSDs, backpacks, and all kinds of like really good stuff. So definitely go and have a look at all of the accessories that are going down here in the HP section. Now, starting off with number 10, it's the Asus graphics card specials. These have been on for a couple of weeks and they're continuing, and they're just really good bang for buck. The RX 550 at 2,000 South African rands with a 3-year warranty is quite a steal for what it is. It's a really capable 1080p mid-range graphics card. You'll get 60 frames in most games, and if you're on a 60Hz monitor, then that's going to be absolutely perfect for you. It's not going to give you a AAA premium high-end gaming experience. Like, you're not going to be able to max out COD, Modern Warfare, etc. on it, but as a casual sort of gaming device, if you play like a lot of Dota, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, etc., and you're on 60Hz, then that's going to be absolutely perfect. And 5600 XT is really good bang for buck. With 6 gigs VRAM as well, you are going to be able to max out most premium titles and comfortably get about 100 frames across the board. Just up from there is the 5700 OC 8 gig variant as well, which honestly is my pick of the litter. It's just really good bang for buck. The 2.7 slot Asus ROG Strix beefy cooler on there. It's ready to do some butt farting, if you know what I mean. It's really good bang for buck. And honestly, if you're a streamer and you're looking for a solution to be able to stream and game off of your GPU reliably, the 2060 Super should be on your radar. I've shown previously with Tensor cores that you can stream through them and have very minimal performance loss. You're only looking at about a % drop. So really good use case for that card. At number 9, it's a Marva mechanical gaming keyboard, $499, RGB backlit mechanical gaming keyboard. I think I've said enough. At number 8, it's two of the best gaming mice you can get right now. It's the Model O, which I'm actually using right this second, and then the Model D, which is the Ergo version of it over here. The Model D is a little bit bigger and beefier, and it is a little bit more front heavy compared to the Model O. So if you're not a lefty and you prefer Ergo, then definitely look at the Model D. But boys are just really stellar. They come with pretty much the best pixel sensors you can get these days, and yeah, I've just got to give it a thumbs up. It's basically been my daily for the last sort of 6-7 months, I think, and hasn't skipped a beat. So yeah, good. At number 7, it's your boy's face on a review page. It's a Hikvision 1080p webcam. These are just really good in the current climate. Even if you're not using it right now, I would definitely snag one of these up. These guys in particular have a set focal length, so they don't focus in and out too much, well, at all, which is nice. So you won't be focus pulling, so you can set it at the correct distance that you want and then just take it from there. And as I say, if you want to see more, then on the page there is a review, and if I skip forward, you can actually see me in this exact environment using the cameras with my light, etc., so you can get a good baseline of what they look like. At number 6, it's an upgrade kit with a 10700, 16 gigs of the good RAM, and a Z490p. Now, it's not an unlocked processor, which you may have noticed with the Z series platform is maybe mismatched, but really it's not, just because of the fact that this has a 10+1 power phasing setup. So the 10700K with its 8-core 16 thread, while it says 65 watt TDP, you can push them quite a lot further than that with some good cooling. And this board then has the Asus overvolt, so it can drive more power to the processing core and give it more juice. And as a baseline, if you're on to Intel, this will have a nice upgrade path. So if you want to buy a K series processor in the future, you've got the right power phasing. You can drop in a 10900K or 10850K if you want to, and then do some overclocking. At number 5, it's a 5-fan pack from Gamdias. These are just really good bang for buck. I've just redone my previous set, which was about 2 years old, and then the bearings started to go. But yeah, this PC was the main production PC for the channel for quite a long time. Did a lot of live events and stuff for VS gaming. It's been battered. It's been battered and bruised, and worked really hard in different environments, and they still lasted 2 years. So, well, nearly, just under. So at $799, it's like less than $150 a fan. It's just really good. And then they do come with a control box, and out of there you can go addressable into the board. I built with this specific version, this M2 version, quite a number of times, and they always look really good, and performance is what I would expect from the price point. At number 4, it's an LG 144Hz. It's the cheapest 144Hz that you can get right now. This doesn't have a fancy periscope neck or anything like that, but it does have a really nice panel, 144Hz refresh rate, and a 1 millisecond response time. So all of the things you want as a budding sportsman, this monitor will tick those boxes for you. And actually quite a nice port arrangement on these as well, where you get the headphone jack out. So if you do HDMI in, you can headphone jack out from there. All in all, I just really like LG panels, to be honest. They always have better contrast control, so it makes your colors just look that much better. At number 3, it's another upgrade kit, this time with a B550F and a 3900. Now, I literally built with this board and a 3900 XT for my business partner's machines. He did some upgrades from his 6th gen Intel over to this thing, and the performance increases, obviously going from quad-core to 12-core, are noticeable. But the main thing for me is just how good this B550F board is. It's a 12+2 power phasing design, okay? So extremely premium power phasing setup, very high end. This is like a $5,000 board in of itself. This processor is normally about 8,000 Rand, and if you're keeping count, that's already 13,000 Rand worth of value. Well, I would say the board's more about 4K, but it's already 12,000 Rand, and then there's still RAM that you can put with it. So it's not the fastest RAM, the 2600, but as a like development platform, this will be ideal. And this board, upgrade passing wise, you can get the new 5000 series and just pop it right in the socket. At number 2, it's the best way to get gaming on a budget. It's a 10400F upgrade kit. I love this processor. It's such a good little chip. It's easier to cool than it is for Jacob Zuma to mess up reading a 6-digit number. The B460M-K that it comes with as well has really good power phasing. This is one of the most important things on a motherboard, is that you have sufficient power delivery to your socket. And this is only a 65-watt chip, and it literally ever went over 65 watts. And with just a Hyper 212 cooler on, like a 4,500 Rand cooler, I was able to keep it at a whole 46 degrees under all-core load. So for some development work and that sort of stuff, it's also going to go really well, because like it says, it's got hyper threading. So Intel's finally put hyper threading on their 6 cores, and this is practically an 8600K, but for like almost no money, because it's 5,899 Rand for the entire build with 16 gigs of the fast memory, which does improve its gaming performance and single core performance as well. And like, even though this board doesn't look like much, it's got everything you need. There's an M.2 slot, so you can put on fast SSDs, tons of SATA storage space, front port, USB 3, really nice port arrangement on the bottom here, isolated sound card. Like it checks all the boxes that you're going to need to have a pretty good gaming experience. And if you pair this up with that 5600 XT that I was showing you earlier, it's going to go well. It's going to go very well indeed. And the number 1 deal of the week, it's a micro SD card. You might be confused by this, but let me explain. This is a 256 gig card, so something that big. It's holding 256 gigs worth of magnetic storage is sort of mind-blowing in of itself. But you see this little V30 that sits over here. That means that this card is 4K certified. It's like 80 plus for power supplies. V30 is the certification for SD cards. So you could put this in a high-end video camera, in a high-end phone, anything that records 4K, This is certified to be able to do 30 megabytes per second with a transfer. So for 599 Rand with a V30 certification, you cannot get a better SD card at the moment at this price. And it also comes with a lifetime warranty. And that's a limited lifetime warranty. Of course, you can't break it in half and bring it back and be like, please new SD. I think that one is a little bit obvious, but yeah, it's that price is just vicious, to say the least. Anyway, that is all we have time for today. Do hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, then hit us up with a like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you later in the week because your boy got his 5000 series samples. So I'm gonna try and get everything ready for you by the 5th. I do have 4 processors to test, so it's quite a lot if you're keeping count of benchmarking, because pedantic is the name of the game. Anyway, let me see if I can get all that done, and then I'll see you on the flip side.